I mean, it's cool. It's gated.
Yeah.
And it's in this like resort area, but
the pictures, I mean, the pictures are not going to stop. Right. The pictures, the inside is really nice. Like all that open back stuff. Oh, there we go.
it is nice.
It is nice inside, but not for
The outside
the
doesn't.
outside.
Yeah.
Can I just be real with you guys for a second? Normally, I would bring you guys a video while sitting over there in my favorite yellow chair with the water fountain splashing behind me hitting the pool, but it is really, really hot today here in Florida. And Michelle, she actually sent me this notification from the Weather Channel, and it says that actions recommended are execute a pre-planned activity identified in the instructions, and this was issued by the Mobile, Alabama U.S. National Weather Service for the affected areas of Okaloosa Coastal County. Description being, heat advisory remains in effect until 8 p.m. CDT this evening. Heat advisory in effect from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. CDT tomorrow. What for the first heat advisory, what heat index values up to 108, and for the second heat advisory, heat index values up to 110 expected. So these are going to be times where people who work outside, like landscapers and construction workers, carpenters, roofers primarily, you're going to want to be very, very conscious of your heat, your water intake, shade, and taking as many breaks as possible. And keeping your body temperature as cool as you can. Okaloosa Coastal County, especially even those on the beach, you're not immune. Make sure you got your sunblock, and make sure you stay hydrated. And we're not talking about, Bud Lights here. We're talking about actual H2O water, maybe even Gatorade or something, some sports drink with electrolytes, but more so water. It says that wind for the first heat advisory until 8 p.m. this evening, for the second heat advisory 11 to 7 Wednesday. Impacts are hot temperatures and high humidity may cause heat illnesses to occur. So, just putting it out there, guys. Be forewarned. And fortunately, we are actually leaving tomorrow and escaping these high temperatures and actually heading north. So I'm looking forward to that. This is what we did last summer, and we were gone. We were long gone from here, from Florida, from Destin last summer at this time, seeking cooler temperatures as we were traveling around the country in our van, full-time van life for summer 2022. Well, here we are, summer 2023, and we're about to head out again. We have some really cool spots that we want to hit, and as always, we will bring you guys along with us. But something that is important that I really want to talk to you guys about before we get ready to leave is basic overall cost of living, inflation, prices. So Michelle and I, we ended up going, and the kid, we went out yesterday and we started driving around because we found some houses for rent nearby, and we were like, let's go check them out, see what they look like, let's see what the neighborhoods look like, what's the vibe, what's the traffic situation. I'll let you guys take a look at this.
Hello, how are you? You scan it right there on the thing.
Oh, my bad.
Thank you. Thank you. No, that's the only one.
Did you want a straw?
She does. She knows.
Oh, other than my bad. I don't.
You're not listening
I don't know
today.
how this works.
There's no service over here. So there's no service?
Yeah, it's really bad.
That's why
Like,
it's
I'm on
doing
4G, and
I wonder if mine went through.
I don't know what that means, but I got LTE. I don't know.
Yours looks right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The one that's been in all of her? No, the dark hair girl I didn't see before. She was really pretty. I mean, they're both pretty, but she was really
Now, side note, I can't believe just how expensive coffee has gotten. You know, going to Starbucks is crazy expensive, but we were all actually kind of feeling a little like tired and sleepy. So we needed a little bit of a caffeine boost. So we made a quick pit stop at Starbucks, and I didn't actually get a shot. I should have got a shot of the TV screen where they take the order. But, you know, we put our 3 drinks in, and the young lady goes, "Is there anything else that I can get you?" And I said, "Yeah, how about a discount?" And then Michelle, you know, she slaps me upside the head, and she's like, "No, that's it. We're fine." It is expensive. It's crazy. But it's pretty much par for the course. Everything is going up in price. And depending on where you live, even rent as well. Although we did have a video yesterday where we discussed where rent prices are falling and declining, but even still, they were marginal, 0.5% year over year at best. So it's really nothing to be like super excited about. But again, I still can't believe how expensive these prices have gone up after inflation, in conjunction with people and their uncertainty of the future of their jobs. Now, I would say that there's a fair amount of people who actually live here where we live that work remotely. And even those jobs are somewhat, they're very demanding. And a lot of people are doing their best to maintain and keep those jobs because they don't want to have to find a new job. They don't want to have to commute, and they don't want to have to give up this lifestyle of Florida living where their employer could work somewhere else across the country, or maybe even in another country, and it allows them the ability, the freedom, the flexibility to live, work, and play at the beach, or at least near the beach, because we're not on the beach, but we could be there in about 6 seconds if we really wanted to be by car. By foot, it'd take a little bit longer, but we're very, very close, far closer than we ever have been before. And, you know, the distance that we travel now to get to the beach versus the distance that we would travel before coming from Atlanta, we'll take this any day. More so the days when the tourist crowd has died down, but even still now, it's not terrible, but I will say it's really, really hot. It's really, really hot. So we're going to head out. We're going to head north, and we're going to find some cooler temperatures, and we're also going to try to find some cheaper prices, or just at least a comparison of prices as we look around and see what else is out there in different states, different cities, different markets. Now, talking about jobs, talking about income, talking about working remotely, that is another thing that allows us to do what we do. Somebody actually commented on a video, and they said, what kind of seasoning did you put on that chicken? But that was Michelle grilling chicken last night on the grill. Very, very good, tasty, delicious. But the one of the comments I think might have been on a different channel. I think it was on our travel channel. We've got a travel channel, so if you guys are interested in travel, family, vlog, content, fun, carefree lifestyle, there's a link down in the description. But they said, you know, how are you able to get your work done and travel so much? And that's just it. We work remotely. We work through YouTube and other online income producing opportunities. But what I will say is that I've been talking to you guys here probably for the last 3 months, maybe 4, about the changes that YouTube has been rolling out and implementing that have ultimately changed the algorithm and changed creators' ability to continuously maintain the same level of viewership, impressions, click-through rate, reach, retention, and ultimately revenue that they had before in the past. And sometimes we have to come to the realization and accept that maybe something that we had before that was really, really good, that we really liked and we really enjoyed, has pretty much run its course. Much like a career, much like a job, much like, you know, your employer who you work for. There's a Bed Bath & Beyond around the corner here, and they're going out of business. And it's just like, even if you enjoyed it, it's coming to an end. You now have to decide, what are you going to do next? And hopefully what you do next is going to be better than what you were doing before. We want to continuously make progress, onward and upward, okay? However, maybe you just have to realize that the change comes from, or will include, a drastic change, like a complete change. So it's like, okay, I used to do really well on YouTube, making these types of videos, not so much anymore. Maybe you've lost the fire, or maybe you just never had it before to be passionate about what you're creating and ultimately creating, versus just stealing other people's content or just repeating the same things that other people were saying. And YouTube's kind of saying, look, it was a good run, but we've changed the algorithm, and ultimately there's going to be a smaller niche, smaller window of opportunity for those who fit into the mold of what I believe YouTube is going after. And there's very good reason, if you sit and think about and analyze what their objective and their goal is. And that is, first and foremost, to maintain and continuously keep their paying advertisers satisfied. And we're talking about 30 plus billion annually, okay? So in order to keep those revenues, those numbers up, their profit up, they have to keep them satisfied, which means that they'll ultimately kind of dictate how the viewer engages with the content, and ultimately the potential success of conversions. They don't want to just advertise to advertise. They want to advertise to draw money, to create sales, to drive revenues, and ultimately profits. Now, granted, some of these folks have different agendas when compared to others, and some are better and or worse. Somebody mentioned to me the other day about how I think it was BlackRock and their intentions here to manipulate. Hang on one second. I want to read it to you. You guys know me. I want to make sure it's accurate. So it says, remember, trust but verify. Even what I'm saying is, I'm just reading a comment to you. Don't take it for verbatim. Trust but verify, and do your own homework. Be better educated on your own. Continuously work to be more intelligent, more knowledgeable on any situation, and then from there, do whatever it is you feel comfortable with doing after that. But it says that BlackRock is a major player. Listen to what the CEO said about controlling the people and forcing them into compliance. This is crazy, and so it's like some companies out here have a business model and a core ethics to the integrity and the culture of the business, and others, they're just money hungry, greedy, in it for themselves, in it to win it. They could care less about everybody else, and you just got to be careful with that. You gotta know what it is. It is what it is. Call a spade, and from there, move on. Okay. Now, if you're struggling, if you feel as though YouTube is not what it used to be, and you're still wanting to continue, then by all means, I encourage you to do just that. I encourage you to analyze the data and look at your analytics. I encourage you to really deep dive in, but more so, I encourage you to connect and communicate. I just got off a phone call with a friend, another YouTube content creator, and we probably spoke for like 45 minutes, and we are continuously helping one another gain a better understanding for what we're seeing and what the algorithm is doing, how the audience is responding and to it, as well as multiple other ways of monetizing your content besides just getting views from the platform. So just throwing it out there. This is something that we discuss, my wife and I discuss, and we'll be bringing on other content creators as guests on our Patreon. So that is available to any and every one of you who want to join us over there. So by all means, Link in the description down below if you want to join us. And there's free posts over there as well, so you don't have to pay to be a member. And then we also put videos over there, early release videos, and some videos that we never will put up on YouTube. So there's so much there, in addition to so much that we have spread out across all these different channels and continuously building and making more channels. And I can tell you guys right now, we wouldn't be continuing to make more channels, to make more content, to get deeper into this business if it wasn't worth it. Just being 100% honest and transparent. But with that being said, I want to be 100% honest and transparent with our journey, with our search here for a new place, potentially after our lease is up here. And we went and we checked out a few different places. I'll take you guys along. You're more than welcome to ride with us if you want, and take a look at what we saw. Now, this is just the beginning. A spoiler alert, when we get to Atlanta, there's going to be more, okay? We've already got some things lined up with some good friends of ours, a great real estate agent team with Keller Williams, and there's so much that I want to share with you, but honestly, I don't really have the time because it is almost 4:15, and it's time for me to get back. Michelle said, go ahead, and she's recording. She was recording for 2 channels. She said, come on back around 4:15, I'll be done. We need to eat, we need to finish packing, we need to go ahead and get ready because we're leaving super early tomorrow morning. We're leaving super early tomorrow morning ahead of the beginning of that heat advisory. So I'm looking forward to that. Like I said, you know, normally you catch me over here at the pool in my favorite chair, but it is unbelievably hot today, and that just isn't going to work out. I'm almost sweating through my Jackson Hole t-shirt today, which maybe tri-blend wasn't the greatest choice. I should have picked a cooler fabric, maybe moisture wicking. But check out this clip from our adventure yesterday in touring some of these properties. And if you want to see more, if you want to know more, by all means, please smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, turn on your alerts and notifications, comment down below, and until next time, you guys take care, be safe. See you real soon. Bye.
Which one is it?
I think it's that one straight ahead. 63, 69,
73.
or 73. There's 51. So then it's got to be this end one with a porta potty in front of it that they're working on.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, 73.
So they're doing work on this one. And this was the rental one, right?
Wow.
This thing? What's crazy though is it's literally only 1,100 square feet and it's 3 stories. So not even 400 square feet per like floor. And I think our master bedroom is almost 400 square feet. It's not. But our old house, that master bedroom was probably 400 square feet. So you're telling me that the entire downstairs is our old master bedroom, the second floor is our old master bedroom, and then you have a top floor. That blue house is really pretty.
And no garage.
And they're going to put another little tall thing right here too.
Oh wow.
But look how pretty that blue house is. $3,200 a month for that. And you don't even really get a yard or privacy or anything. So like, what's the point?
The point here is short-term rental.
Yeah,
The point
that's long term.
is short-term rental, but I don't think that they're getting, or maybe they're hedging their bet because it's not ready yet.
Yeah.
So they're putting it up for a long-term rental.
Now I will say that something like that, if they'll do short term, like those 3 months, you know, where you can get like a 3-month one, for us that would make sense. Like, let's say that our lease runs out in whatever month it runs out, and we don't want to renew the lease, and it would actually cost way more per month in the apartment than it would to do a 3-month rental at something like this. Maybe
This is a unique.
this could be like the halfway point between where you are and where you're going.
This is a unique neighborhood and architecture.
Yeah. And some of them are private residences and some of them are short-term rental. I don't know that I would want a private residence next to an obvious short-term rental.
Yeah,
Hey, there goes a
jet.
jet. Where did he just take off from? Because he was going straight up.
This just came from Stark Tower or something.
I mean, this neighborhood is actually, in my opinion, ridiculously cute. I like this. I could live in something like this because it is beachy.
It's gated too.
And it's gated on both sides. What bothers me though are the ones that are clearly the rental ones, like that purple one back there, like I said. But the size of some of these houses, like that one and that one, would be perfect in my opinion. The little 2-story with the little wraparound porch on this one is adorable. That one seems like a great size, and it's got a garage. The Jeep doesn't need a garage, your car does. But I love that. To me, that's beachy. No parking on the street, so you wouldn't have to worry about cars all over.
Right, but you also wouldn't have to worry about people coming over to visit you with vehicles.
That's true. There's nowhere for them to park.
Hey,
Unless
better-
you learn how to stack.
They better have a bicycle.
But some yards, it's like some of these are really well taken care of and super cute, and then some of them are like, I'm guessing this little corner belongs to nobody. That's why it's not taken care of. Because you can see where they stopped cutting their grass. They stopped right there.
No,
It's
that's somebody's new investment they're going to build soon.
probably.
Look at this one. It's a unique shape.
That's 2 of them, I bet. I bet they rent out bottom and then rent out top. And then you have like actual.
You got a pool.
Is this like an apartment kind of thing right here? Or these condos or what?
Pool leaves a lot to be desired.
Yeah, a lot of people in it too. So this
Oh,
is like
yeah.
that neighborhood. This
Well,
reminds me of that
well, then
neighborhood in
you gotta-
Georgia that we went to, where the front was owners and the back was all rental. This is definitely all rental, and the back is like a 50-50 though.
And then you got to realize that your pool experience is probably not going to be the greatest because it's a bunch of visitors.
Children. You were gonna say children, but visitors, yeah. Look, there's overflow parking. So they have a parking lot back there. So people could visit you. They just got to trek from overflow parking to your place. The downside here is that if you want to live near any of these things, you have to be willing to live in something like this, or you have to have money just falling out of your butt every time you walk in order to afford something by itself somewhere, which is almost impossible to find around here. I wonder if this one's any better than the one next to us.
All you need is good credit and a few $1 million.
As long as that's all you need. Is this all new? And 49 is the one you're looking at.
That's
One of
3.
these.
That's
They
3.
all look exactly the same.
Oh, is it okay, 25.
Yeah. This number 49. Yeah, decent size. Super close. So you're going to hear your neighbors when they're yelling at their kids.
See, I was wondering if this is like the
That's 41.
that D.R. Horton neighborhood we went and looked
Yeah.
at.
I like that one.
So it's this one.
I like that one.
Yeah, I think it's cute. I like the metal. I like that they all have metal roofs.
How big is this one?
This one is, let me get back to it. This one is 2,034 square feet, $4,600 a month, but it's 4 bedroom, 3.5 bath.
I like it.
I like this little
Do the
blue.
rooms have their own bed?
No. So this one is not available till September 1st of 2023. There is a garage. You're allowed to have cats or small dogs. We need Max to smush himself down a little.
I like that one.
It says awesome tenants only. Out of respect for my existing great tenants, showings are only made once you have submitted an application. Please submit an application here before requesting a showing. And then it says a bright and shiny new home with 4 bedrooms and 3.5 baths, built by one of the premier builders on 30A. Interior all repainted, wide open kitchen with quartz countertops, stainless appliances, upgraded lighting, and bar seating area. Guest bedroom / office and full bath on the main level with 3 large bedrooms upstairs.
It would take Dad to like early to get to school, right?
Yeah. Let's see. Our house backs up directly to the preserved state lands. It's a nice, quiet neighborhood with minimal traffic on a no-outlet street. Neighborhood with community pool and clubhouses available for your use. Nearby walking trails to 30A and a short drive to 3 public beach accesses, restaurants, shopping, and Sacred Heart Hospital. This is a nice house for nice tenants. Included washer and dryer. Landlord pays the HOA, the pool, and the trash.
That pool's tiny. It's like a little bathtub.
Oh, I was looking at that. I was like, wait, that's a lake. Oh, that is a tiny pool. But it does look nice. So these aren't short-term rentals then, right?
I don't think so.
Which would definitely
Well, I mean, I
be
guess they
nice.
could be.
I can't tell if they are or not. It doesn't say on here. It is a nice little neighborhood, though. Hey, that one's for sale, too.
I like
wonder
that one.
That one's for sale.
All right, then that means that this neighborhood isn't like that D.R. Horton neighborhood.
In what aspect?
So that D.R. Horton neighborhood is being built to then be taken over by a management company to lease out all the townhomes, or all the townhouses.
That's the best one in the back. That's the most private one with the longest driveway where people could park in it.
So there was no ownership opportunity, no private ownership opportunity.
Oh.
So if this one's for sale, then I would say that this one, it was not the same way. So
What's that address? What's the number? 250? Let's see if I can find it on Zillow. I wonder how much it is. So that house back there is $939,000. 4-bed, 4-bath, 2276 square feet. That's a lot of money for this house. Even though the inside's nice. I guess because it's so close to 38, but that is a nice kitchen, I'm not gonna lie.
So here's a good question. How's that compared to the one we're looking at? Because the estimated payment is almost $6,000 a month, and they're asking for $4,200 rent.
Well, this one is 200 square feet more. So I would say that house is probably in the low 8s, the one that's up for rent.
So you're talking, $5,000 a month
Yeah,
in
that's
mortgage?
really nice. Yeah.
Estimated.
Yeah.
So they have a lower investment purchase price. We had to look at the history of the sale.
Closet.
But if not, that means they're subsidizing people's rent to get better aligned with the market.
Which is
So
smart.
the other one sold in 2021.
The other one sold in 2021, May of 2021 for $539,000. And then went up for rent
All right, well, do me a favor.
a year later.
How much did the other one back there sell for in 2021?
I don't think it has. It's new.
Or when did it last sell? When last did it sell?
250 Sugar Sands Drive. Oh, what's also interesting is that house, up the last one I just showed you guys, is in Santa Rosa, and this one at the end of the street's Point Washington. Same neighborhood, completely different whatevers. Let's see if this one sold before. So this one sold pending $789 in March of this year. So they listed it for sale in August of 2021, and it never sold. So they changed the price by putting it higher in 2022, and it finally sold in 2023. And then, look, a month later, they put it up for sale for $200,000 more.
Yeah, that price is wrong.
Yeah,
So
that's ridiculous.
for someone to ask $4,200 rent,
Yeah.
and then them list for nearly $1 million
Yeah.
at almost $6,000 a month in a mortgage payment.
Yeah.
There's no way.
I mean,
These people are out of their mind.
And they didn't come in and do anything. They bought it on the 31st, and literally a week later put it up for sale for $200,000 more, thinking they could get it. A month later, they dropped it $20,000. Let's see, a day later they dropped it another $10,000. A month later they dropped it another $20,000. Morons. Square feet.
I mean, it's cool. It's gated,
Yeah,
and it's in this resort area, but
but the pictures. I mean, the pictures are. It's not going to stop. Wait. The pictures, the inside is really nice. Like all that open back stuff. Oh, there we go.
it is nice.
It is nice inside, but not for
The outside
The
doesn't.
outside.
Yeah.
the outside. Does not relay the inside. Now the location that it's in, I do like this Sandestin area.
And how many square feet?
It is 2,300 square feet, but it's not even available for another year almost.
Wow. They're just putting the word out. See what kind of interest they get.
The $5,000 deposit. It's already had 11 contacts. Newly remodeled and stunning executive suite. Executive. No smoking allowed. Tenant pays for utilities. Owner pays for association and home warranty. So this is technically what the front of the things look like. That one that we showed you on here just happens to be an end unit, but the inside and the outside definitely do not mesh.
It lacks curb appeal.
It definitely lacks curb appeal. Literally all they would need to do is come through here and repaint all these black and white.
Yeah, but the black and white's not going to go with this.
The tile
The paved.
and the pavement.
Yeah.
All of it. Downside. But then, I mean, the beach is right there, and they have really nice hotels over here. Like, this area is very nice. With the golf course and the bikes and the golf carts and whatnot. It's great.
And we stayed at.
The Hilton down there on the left for spring break a couple years ago.
It's kind of cool. Maybe it'd be cooler if we played golf,
Yeah.
but we don't.
Oh, no. It's never good. Those are nice over there. So, let's see. Which one is the right one? Let's see. That's not that.
Oh, it has a
It's-
water view?
Yeah, it's a water view. It's got to be. It's that one right there. I don't know if you can tell where my finger's pointing, but it's that one right there on the corner on this side.
I think it's hard to see because of the A-pillar.
Yeah,
But, you know, it's one of those. They all look the same.
yeah.
So technically you live on a golf course.
Technically, you'd live on a golf course.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah. It'd be cooler if it was one of those. I would enjoy that much better. Look how big those balconies are.
How much more do you think those are?
Probably another $1,000 a month. Because of how big the balconies are and how open they are and how much newer they look.
You got a gate with a guard.
Uh-huh.
That's a plus.
Definitely a plus. And you can walk to a bunch of food. Ben & Jerry's is over here, I think.
We haven't been there yet.
We have not. And there's a little doctor's office.
And then the gym's right over there.
The gym is right over there, shopping and all kinds of stuff.